Greetings traders, this is Kendall Citrus, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to flip small accounts. Why am I teaching this? It's because most people in my channel or in my groups, they don't want to flip 10,000 to 20,000. They don't want to flip 20,000 to 100,000. These people actually want to be flipping 100 Rand to 1,000 Rand. And I'm here to tell you that it is possible, but you have to do it strategically. You can't go onto the market and gamble. So in this video, I'm going to be teaching you on how to actually strategically turn a 350 into 4,000. I've done that before, and I would like for you guys to know how to do that. So do not go on the market and end up risking more than you should and end up blowing your accounts. So in this video, let's get started. So guys, there are two ways that accounts are flipped in forex trading. There's gambling, and there's another way that is a strategic risk management way. Gambling, most traders, 99% of traders go onto the charts, they gamble and they give up. That's why only 1% of us are actually profitable. And for you to be a part of that 1%, you cannot approach the market as you are going to gamble. Most traders do not know how to risk management, and that is where they fail. Okay, the second method is risk management, what I am going to teach. And how are we going to risk manage, or how are we going to manage risk? We are going to manage risk strategically using percentage and the amount of trades we are taking. So percentage wise, I would like you guys to usually aim for between 5 to 10% of your account. If you put 100 Rand, you are going to risk 5% of that 100 Rand to 10%. If it's more of a riskier trade, you would be risking 10%. But if it's a certain trade, you would be trying to aim to risk 5% of your account. So let's say you have 100 Rand and you want to flip it to 200 Rand. How would you do that? You would risk 5% on a trade. Okay, you would risk 5% on a trade, and that is what, 5 Rand. And you would try to aim to make your risk to reward ratio would be 1:3. So 5:15. So your minimum take profit would be 15% of your account. So you would be aiming for 15 Rand to 20 Rand. That's how much you would be aiming for when you are managing your risk and you use the proper risk to reward ratio. So how many trades would you take to get your 100 Rand to 200 Rand? You would take approximately 5 trades. 5 trades is all it takes for you to turn your 100 Rand into 200 Rand. And how are we going to take these trades? We are not going to take these trades in one day. You cannot take 5 trades in one day. No matter if you're a scalper, a swinger, or a day trader, that simply doesn't work in the market. Guys, I know in trading there are many people that make an example of snipers. They say they take sniper entries, and this is what we are going to take. We are going to treat the market as if we have a sniper rifle. If you're a sniper and you're going to war, just say you have 10 bullets left, right? And you need to take as many people out as possible. You are not gonna go to the top of the mountain and you're just gonna start shooting recklessly. You are gonna aim with precision and you're gonna try to execute the best types of shots possible, aiming to take out your targets. And that's the same approach I want you guys to have when you approach the market. You do not want to go onto the market and take any single trade just because you feel as though you're a good trader. And this is the false sense of security most people get when they trade a demo. And a demo is useful, and I will tell you the use of a demo, especially when it comes to scaling a small account to a bigger account later on in this video. But guys, please make sure that you take the right amount of shots and aim with precision. wait for the perfect opportunity. As soon as you realize that being attached to the market is gonna be your downfall, that is when you notice that you shouldn't take as much trades as possible. You should take trades when you are ready to take a trade. This is where you capitalize on opportunity. The market presents itself and you take opportunity and you seize the moment. Okay, so if you have an account that you are turning 100 Rand to 200 Rand in 5 trades, imagine you are taking 1,000 Rand account. All we doing, we keeping the same loss rates, we taking the same win rates, and we are just changing the number. We are just adding a zero. And what happens when we add the zero? We take a 1,000 Rand account to a 2,000 Rand account. And let me tell you guys something. Being a profitable trader is not making 99% win rate. It's not 90% win rate. It's not 85% win rate. Being a profitable trader could even be 50% win rate. Let me give you an example and why. Just say if you were to enter the market with your 100 Rand and you were to make a 50% win rate. I said the minimum loss that you are going to take is 5%, and the maximum loss you're going to take is 10%, and the maximum when you're going to take is 20% or 30%, and the minimum when you are going to take is 15%. So let's stick to the minimum figures and let's make an example out of that. Let's not go overboard and start risking 10% of 100 Rand, because then you only have like 10 opportunities before you blow your account, and that is better than gambling. That is better than going onto the market recklessly and just making decisions. So how are we going to do this? We are going to say you got your minimum 5%, you lose 5 Rand, right? You take 10 trades, you lose 5 Rand 10 times, you lost 50 Rand. So the other 5 trades, you have 15 Rand per trade. So what's 5 times 15? That is 75. So if you take your 75 and you minus your 50 Rand, you made 25 Rand. That is profit for the day. Can you see that you do not have to be a 80% win rate trader? You can be a 50% win trader and still be profitable. It doesn't mean that you're profitable if you turn 100 Rand to 1,000 Rand. I actually have a student that turned more than 100 Rand. I actually have a student that turned 200 Rand to 2,000 Rand, and I have proof of this, which I will show you. This guy ended up blowing his account, and credit to him. Credit to him. If you are watching this video, I think you are an absolute good trader. I think that you just need a bit more patience and you need to watch this video for you to be able to scale your 200 Rands into, you can even scale it to 20,000. 2,000 is later. By the time you hit 2,000, then you would be able to approach it as if you have a new account, as if you have a new account where you're going to be managing risk more effectively with this new account. So now your 10%, your 5%, your 10% is actually going to be what? It's going to be 200 from your 20. It's going to be 2,000 from this 20,000. Okay, so that is how much you're going to be risking, and how much, that is your maximum risk. So how much is your maximum returns? That is going to be 6,000 Rand per trade. That is your maximum returns. So that is the approach you will take one day when you actually perfect this skill. Guys, I would like for you to understand that trading is not gambling, and when you go onto the market, you would want to be able to flip your 5 Rand to a 20 Rand, or your 20 Rand to 200 Rand in a strategic way. I know I made an extreme example with a 5 Rand because 5 Rand is a low amount for the market, but you would get minimum, depends on your broker, you would get minimum stocks where you can do that, but as forex traders, we usually want to trade from 350 and above. And I think we can turn 350 into 4,000 just like I did. And here is the way that I've done it. Understanding these fundamentals will allow you to be able to flip any small account to a bigger account. We take 100 Rand to 1,000 Rand, 350 to 4,000 like I've done. And we can even turn 500 Rand into 10,000 Rand. It just requires patience. It requires a sniper precision rate. Doesn't require you emotion, and it doesn't require you to always hit the target. You can miss, but the more times you score, the more times you are profitable. That's how trading actually works.